You ready for this?
Yeah. Come inside and know me better, man.
Exactly. Nice Dickens there. Or nice Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol there. That's exactly how you sounded. You went for the Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol. Nice.
I think that was the most recent one we watched.
No, that's never the most recent one we watch. The most recent one we watch is always Christmas Carol Goes Wrong. And he's sobbing at that line. So you said it just like Mickey's Christmas Carol. Moving on. All right. We're gonna delve into your psyche deep and fully. We're gonna get to know those inner lower monkeys. Okay?
It's gonna get raw.
It's gonna get raw, it's gonna get real. Let's go. So, first question for famed indie game developer Robert Boyd. There were so many other adjectives I could have used. I chose famed. Okay.
So many more accurate adjectives you could have used.
And so many less accurate adjectives I could have used. Okay. First question. Have you ever had somebody call you the wrong name and not had the heart to correct them? If so, what did they call you?
Yes, I have been called Robert Zeboyd many, many times, and I usually don't bother to correct them.
Robert Zeboyd. That is an honest mistake. I cannot fault these people. Have you? Has anybody ever called you something that wasn't Robert?
I mean, there's the occasional Bob or something like that, but nothing drastically different than Robert.
Bob seems presumptuous.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you haven't asked them to call you Bob, that seems a little presumptively intimate to me.
Yep.
That's weird. Okay, next. What is the most embarrassing thing that you are really afraid of? That you would be, that most people may not find scary, but something really embarrassing that you are afraid of. And move your screen so your chin's up higher. There you go. It keeps moving.
Okay. Embarrassing thing that I'm afraid of.
Like, other people would make fun of you for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like talking to people. Or talking on the telephone.
Like half the population in 2023, though?
Probably.
We've all got some scars.
I mentioned to you earlier that I'm afraid that other tenants of the apartment complex are going to be upset at all the trash I take down, and that I maybe put them in the wrong recycle bin.
And they're like, stupid Robert.
Exactly.
I'm sure they don't give you any thought, but that's a good one. Okay.
It's pretty... Yeah, it's not a very intelligent fear or manly fear.
Right. I have way less manly fears than that. Have you ever been on the receiving end of a practical joke?
I don't know. Have I been on the receiving end of a practical joke? One that you may have perpetrated?
I'm sorry, Mr. Boyd. The question was directed at you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Only cowards turn the question back on the interviewer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, practical joke. I can't think of anything specific.
You know what? That answer makes me feel both relieved and offended.
I mean, I've dished out practical jokes.
Okay, tell me about one.
Oh, like
The best one that you want your listeners to know. This is the best I do in practical jokedom.
Sure. On April Fool's Day, the kids wanted pizza. So I went to Pizza Hut and I bought pizza and I asked them, could you give me several empty boxes as well? And they agreed. And I came home, hid the pizza boxes and brought home the empty pizza boxes. And they were very surprised. But then there was real pizza.
I think a better description would be disappointed and confused.
Sure. Disappointed and confused.
It's just like you had actual pizza. It would have been a riot. Other than making video games, not video game related, do you have any minor claims to fame or major?
Yeah, besides making video games, any minor or major claims to fame?
Right. Like you got interviewed on the TV in a hurricane or something. I don't know. Minor claims to fame.
Right. Because, like, yeah, no, that's video game related.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
I knew you were going to say that, and it's not allowed.
Right. You probably knew what I was talking about, too.
Not allowed. Doesn't fit the parameters of the question, sir. Stay with me.
Any minor claims to fame? No, I can't think of anything. I mean, everybody, is shocked at how many children we have, but that's
not a claim to fame.
That's not a claim to fame. That's just, being weird.
Okay. What is an old person thing that you do?
Well, I mess around with the laptop screen to try to get my face properly positioned for way too long.
That is not an old person thing. The old person thing is that when you start, you're halfway in the screen and you're just like, that's fine.
It's good enough.
I'll tell you an old person thing you do. The other night you said, that's noise. That's not music.
I did it for a joke, though. I didn't actually believe it.
But it is an old person thing.
It was funny in context.
It's funny out of context, let's be honest. All right. Okay.
I am perfectly fine with heavy metal music.
You don't have a choice. Is there anything you believed as a kid for way too long that was just not true? Like kids get these things into their heads. What did you have in your head that was simply not true, but for some reason you believed it for a long time? Did you believe in Santa?
I did believe in Santa. Not true. I don't remember the exact age, but
that may not be listening. Probably none. Let's just state that yes, children, Santa is real. Mr. Boyd doesn't know what he's talking about.
As evidenced by our game Cthulhu Saves Christmas.
Exactly. We don't want to scar any children listening.
I mean, I had misconceptions about other countries that I discovered weren't true when I arrived. Like, I had no idea what Taiwan was like, and
right, or Mexico for that matter. We went. I went to Mexico, and I was like, "This is just Southern California, except the number of people who speak English and Spanish have been swapped." And so much hotter.
And so much hotter. And somehow much safer, too.
Oh, the Yucatan, yes. Okay, so, what is the fad that you just never really understood or don't understand now? One fad in the world that you're just like, I do not get this.
I do not get how people enjoy watching other people play video games more than playing them themselves.
Oh, honey.
That's also the old person talking.
It is. That is so much less stressful. I love watching people play video games.
I could see why people would enjoy watching them. I just don't see why people would enjoy watching them more.
You just don't get me.
And I've just alienated 80% of the audience.
And your daughter and your wife.